Welcome to the Checkout Point, your quick dive into this week's e-commerce buzz with me, Alex, powered by Blicket. These 20 minutes pack the latest trends, news, and insights. Let's navigate the digital marketplace together. Ready? Let's go!
Hey folks, welcome back to the Checkout Point by Blicket.co, your go-to spot for all things e-commerce news, trends, and occasionally my rambling about needing more coffee. I'm Max, coming to you slightly over-caffeinated as usual.
And I'm Rachel. It's so good to be back with you all. Max, I swear one day I'm going to send you a decaf just to see what happens.
That would be dangerous, Rachel. We wouldn't get through half the stories. Plus, we've got way too much good stuff this week for me to slow down.
For real. This is week 40, which means you're getting the absolute latest e-commerce scoop, hot off the digital presses. I gotta say, it feels like this year's flying by, doesn't it?
Yeah, seriously? Week 40 already? Feels like we just did that New Year's prediction episode, which, let's just say, flying cars still aren't in checkout carts.
I'd settle for free shipping on everything, honestly.
Same. But hey, speaking of awesome things, I'm super excited that we just published a brand new blog post over on Blicket.co. It's called Why Your Order Confirmation Might Be Your Secret Sales Weapon. You know, I am pumped about this one.
Yes! I read it last night. Seriously, folks, Max has been talking about order confirmations all week. I'm excited we get to unpack it in today's show.
I'm just committed to making receipts exciting. What can I say? But that's our very first segment, so definitely stick around.
And we're just getting started. After that, we're looking at the new world where shopping meets AI chat. Shopify, OpenAI, and the future of just chatting your way to new sneakers. You don't want to miss that.
Oh, and you won't believe what's happening with brands moving back into real-life stores. Plus wild sales spikes. And yeah, some shipping headaches.
Wait, are we talking Canada's postal drama? 'Cause I have a package hanging out somewhere in, Moose Country.
Hang in there, Rachel. We'll break it all down. Promise.
And that's not all. There's also this crazy cool AI from MageMontreal that's changing how your online shopping looks. Max and I have some thoughts.
Oh, and did you see the news about Amazon and the FTC? Absolute retail chaos. Plus, social marketplaces are shaking things up.
And before we wrap, we're diving into Google's war on spam and all the new AI helping us shop smarter, not just more. I'm ready for less spam, more deals.
Absolutely. So, grab your coffee, decaf or not, settle in, and let's jump into this week's e-commerce roller coaster, right here on the Checkout Point.
Let's get started.
Max, okay, so Rachel, I have to say, of all the blog posts we've put out lately, the one about order confirmations being like the secret sales weapon, I'm still kind of obsessed with it.
Rachel, I know, right? I mean, it's that little email or web page you barely think about after you hit buy. But when you stop and look at it from the store owner's perspective, you realize there's a ton of missed opportunity there.
Max, totally. It's like most people treat order confirmation as just a transactional thing. You placed your order, here's the receipt, done. Next. But in the post, we get into how actually, this is a golden moment of customer excitement. That tiny dopamine hit you get right after buying, that's exactly when people are most engaged with your store.
Yes, and that's point number one, honestly. That order confirmation moment is when the customer is laser-focused on your brand. Like, they're paying attention to every little detail. And if you're just sending a boring, thanks for your order, that excitement fizzles out fast. But if you give them something surprising or personal, you keep that buzz going.
Exactly. And the post breaks down really specific ways to do that, like toss in a little unexpected thank you, suggest a product they might love based on what they just bought, or even offer a discount for their next order. I think the stat we found was something like, order confirmation emails have way higher open rates than your average marketing email. So, why not make them count?
Yeah, and the thing that stuck with me is how easy it can be to stand out. Like, most brands just don't. They don't update these confirmation templates for years. So if you take 15 minutes to personalize yours, or even just swap in a fun GIF, you instantly look more thoughtful and, honestly, way more memorable.
Max can confirm. I once bought socks, and the confirmation email literally included a joke about left and right foot orientation. I still remember it. And yes, I bought more socks.
Rachel C. That's the magic right there. People underestimate how much those tiny human touches can drive loyalty and repeat business. It's not just about the transaction. It's about how you make the customer feel the instant after they buy.
And that's why we called the post Why Your Order Confirmation Might Be Your Secret Sales Weapon, because it really does have this sneaky power. If anyone wants to go deeper, check out the full article on blicket.co. There's a bunch of actionable ideas and even some examples you can basically steal.
Yeah, whether you're running a tiny store or a big shop, it's actually one of those low-effort, high-reward upgrades. Go give it a read and, show your order confirmation screen a little love.
Okay, check this out. Shopify and OpenAI are basically making it so you can shop right inside ChatGPT. Like, you're chatting along, asking questions, and suddenly, bam, instant checkout. Poof, shopping cart appears. It's like your group chat suddenly secret levels up into Amazon.
Wait, seriously? You can just, buy stuff without ever leaving ChatGPT? That sounds both cool and a little bit dangerous for my wallet. I mean, I've asked ChatGPT for pizza recipes before, but now it's going to be like, you want those pizza stones delivered in one click?
Exactly. It's like your chatbot became your personal shopper who's just way too eager to spend your money. But honestly, it's clever. For Shopify merchants, this is a game changer. No more clicking through a maze of links. You just, type, I want that t-shirt, and ChatGPT does the rest.
That reminds me of what we talked about in that Blicket blog segment. Those order confirmations that are secretly nudging people back to shop more. Now, the nudge is right there in the conversation. It's gone from subtle email hints to hey, while I'm helping you with your homework, want to buy a hoodie too?
Yeah, ChatGPT out here multitasking harder than me trying to find my keys and my phone at the same time. But here's the deal. It's not just Shopify either. Etsy's in on the action too. So when you're chatting, it might suddenly recommend a handmade candle, which honestly is how my apartment ends up smelling like a spell book.
Okay, but Max, do you think people actually want this? I mean, at what point are we just going to feel like every conversation is a sales pitch? I'm not entirely convinced that people are going to love commerce mixing into their chat time.
That's a good point. It does get a little clippy the paperclip if it's too pushy, right? Like, it looks like you're writing a breakup letter. Would you like to buy tissues and chocolate? But if they keep it helpful, it could be awesome for small businesses. I read that Shopify merchants can tap into ChatGPT's millions of users. Suddenly they're not shouting into the internet void anymore.
That is wild. It's kind of like, instead of hoping someone stumbles onto your website, you're just waiting in the world's busiest digital hallway. And with instant checkout, you don't have to go on that epic quest across 7 pop-ups and 3 loading screens just to buy a mug.
Epic quest. I love that. You're the chosen one, here to buy socks with no distractions. But seriously, if this catches on, we could see a whole new way businesses connect with shoppers. It might even shake up those big festive sale days we're talking about in the next segment.
Right? I'm wondering how this could shift those big, crazy sales spikes. Instead of everyone waiting in line, real or virtual, could people just shop whenever the urge hits in their chat? Are we headed for a world where flash sales are just flash messages?
Now I'm picturing ChatGPT popping up at midnight, psst, flash sale on gummy bears. But hey, if it means more businesses get noticed and shopping gets easier, I'm all about it. Plus, as long as the chatbot doesn't start suggesting I buy 10 more coffee mugs, I'll call it a win.
Only 10? You're slipping, Max. But yeah, I see the upsides. I just hope it stays helpful and doesn't turn every chat into a shopping spree. Otherwise, we'll have to do a whole segment just called Confessions of an Accidental Chat Shopper.
Okay, Rachel, check this out. There was this wild surge in e-commerce sales back in late September, but then things kind of cooled off after that. It's like everyone went on a digital shopping frenzy and then poof, went into online shopping hibernation.
Wait, so you're telling me there was a big spike and then it just fizzled? Like everyone bought what they needed in one night and decided to chill until next year? That's actually hilarious.
It's like a flash sale turned into a flash nap. But seriously, this is something we see almost every festive season, right? Everyone's waiting for those crazy deals, swoops in with their carts ready, and then when prices go back up, it's like, nope, I'm good.
That totally reminds me of trying to get concert tickets. You log in, fingers crossed, refresh a million times, then suddenly it's over and you're questioning your life choices.
Yep, digital Black Friday energy. But here's the deal. Even with the roller coaster rides, global e-commerce is still on the glow up. Like, we're talking an estimated $180 billion in growth. And that's not just from people panic ordering plushies or, like, another air fryer.
$180 billion? Seriously? That's like, if you stacked $1 bills, could you reach Mars?
Almost. Or at least buy everyone you know a lifetime supply of pizza. But what's wild is this isn't just from the usual suspects. It's happening even in places where e-commerce used to be the new kid. Digital payments, better internet, boom, everyone's joining the party.
But I gotta ask, are we just doing the same thing but faster? Or are brands actually getting smarter? Like Dagny Dover. Have you heard this story?
Oh yeah, spill it. I love a good brand glow up.
So Dagny Dover started as a pure e-com brand, selling directly to people like you and me online. But now they're expanding to physical retail. I was just thinking about how that's a total boss move, going from digital only to saying, hey, we exist in the real world too.
Exactly. It's like reverse evolution. You start out as a fish swimming around in the interwebs, and suddenly you're a land mammal with actual stores. Total Pokemon vibes.
Gotta catch those customers in every region. But here's what I'm wondering. Does moving into retail mean e-commerce is slowing down, or that brands just want a piece of everything?
That's such a good point. I think it shows brands have to be like super nimble, almost gymnast level flexible. The online, but show up wherever shoppers are. Like, imagine if you only sold snacks at the beach, but your customers are also at the skate park.
I love that. And honestly, with all these logistics twists, like, what's happening with Canada Post union strikes in the next segment, having a foot in both worlds might help brands dodge shipping headaches.
Oh, for real? Sometimes the add to cart button isn't the hardest part. The waiting for package game is. So maybe brands going IRL is like getting an express lane when shipping gets dicey.
Wait, does this mean we're going to see more online brands popping up in the mall? Because I'm not going to lie, I'd be cool with that. Especially if it means no more "your package is delayed" emails.
As long as there are free samples, I'm in. But seriously, between these sales trends, the expansion moves, and shipping drama, it feels like e-commerce is less about being just online and more about being everywhere.
Exactly. It's kind of like what we talked about earlier with Shopify adding AI to ChatGPT. Wherever shoppers are, brands have to follow. Whether that's in your feed, in your DMs, or apparently back at the mall.
I mean, shopping has officially gone multiverse. What's next? Buying socks in the metaverse?
Only if they come with a virtual pizza slice bonus.
Okay, so, Rachel, did you see this Canada Post situation? Union strikes, the government's talking about slicing services. I mean, 1 minute you're getting your cousin's birthday card, next minute, poof, mail service just not found. It's like 404 error for your mailbox.
Oh, I was just reading about that. It's honestly wild. Workers striking, the whole operation just shuts down. That's like someone pulling the cord on online shopping for half the country. Imagine waiting for your back-to-school hoodie, and instead you get, sorry, deliveries are on vacation.
Your package is currently living its best life in limbo. But seriously, here's the deal. When physical delivery services stall out, it's a legit game changer for businesses, especially after those record-breaking sales surges we just talked about from September. If the logistics get jammed, suddenly all those sold-out carts are, well, just empty promises.
Exactly. And it's not just small business headaches. Big players get whacked too. Did you catch that story about Lululemon? Because Canada cut out that de minimis rule. That's the little flexibility about how much untaxed stuff you can ship in. Lululemon's fulfillment model is stretched thinner than yoga pants during holiday sales.
Stretchy pants, stretchy patience. Who knew customs policy could cause such wardrobe drama? But for real, it's like the supply chain equivalent of the floor is lava. Everyone has to leap to new shipping models, or they get burned.
But here's what I'm wondering. How do businesses actually bounce back when a main delivery partner just goes down? I read about this kid's subscription box company. Super cute, right? But when their old shipping channels fizzled, they jumped to Amazon shipping. Do you think that's actually a smart long-term move? Or is it just a scramble?
That's such a good point. So check this out. Jumping to Amazon is like moving in with the overachiever kid in your class. They've got all the tools, but suddenly you're doing things their way. You get speed and reach, but maybe less control. And if Amazon hiccups, your boxes still end up stuck in waiting room limbo.
I mean, at least with Amazon, your package can keep itself entertained with Prime Video, right? But seriously, is this just the new normal? Shipping Armageddon every time there's a strike or a policy shakeup?
Honestly, it's like whack-a-mole. You think you've solved fulfillment, and bam, policy changes, labor disputes, customs rules, all popping up. But that actually ties into where we're heading next. We've got AI tools coming in, like MageMontreal's wizardry with e-commerce imagery. I'm crossing my fingers we'll see an AI that can teleport my orders straight to my door someday.
Yes! Or at least an AI that figures out all the paperwork and custom stuff while we binge-watch shows. That'd be peak future living. But until then, I feel for all those businesses. The hustle is real.
Totally. It's the side of online shopping nobody sees. You click buy, but there's this whole Rube Goldberg machine behind the scenes. Crossing fingers, everything gets from A to B.
And the way things are going, I'm just hoping my next online order isn't delivered by carrier pigeon. Hey, at least that'd be eco-friendly, right?
Okay, Rachel, check this out. This is super cool. MageMontreal is basically using AI to totally reinvent what online stores look like. Like, we're talking next-level imagery that's not just, stock photos, but actually makes you feel like you're shopping in a real, physical store.
Wait, how does that even work? I mean, are we talking about those weird mannequin pics or like actual magic here?
I mean, mannequins are so last century, right? Here's the deal. MageMontreal's AI is generating these ultra-realistic product images on the fly. So instead of a random model or a single boring angle, you get products in different backgrounds, lighting, even colors that match like your favorite hoodie or something.
That actually sounds wild. And honestly, it makes sense. I was just thinking, you know how most people scroll past clunky product photos because they just feel fake or awkward? But if you can make the products look like they're actually part of your own home or your vibe, why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Imagine you're shopping for sneakers, and you can instantly see them next to your jeans, on your bedroom rug. Total game changer. It's like that filter on your phone that shows you what you'd look like with a mustache. Except now, it's turning your whole shopping experience into something personal.
That reminds me of what we were talking about in the shipping segment. You know, how everyone expects that just right, instant everything, because we're all kind of spoiled by fast delivery. It's like the bar for online shopping has been raised way past just good shipping, right?
Oh, for sure. The Prime effect, but for visuals now. And honestly, with everyone talking about Amazon and the FTC in the next segment, I kind of feel like this is the sort of innovation Amazon's going to want to, how should I put it, snag ASAP. Like, imagine those Prime listings with crazy good AI photos.
Hold up, though. I gotta ask, does this stuff ever go off the rails? Like, if I'm ordering a chair, is it gonna drop a llama in the background? Or worse, make my head look like a potato again?
Only if you ask for the potato filter, Rachel. But for real, the tech isn't totally perfect, but it's getting there, and it learns what actually looks realistic. The AI's been fed a bazillion photos, so it knows that lamp doesn't go there.
I mean, I get the appeal. Shopping online is still kind of a guessing game. Like, is that shirt actually going to look flea, or is it screen teal, aka mystery blue? If AI helps me trust what I see, I'm all in.
Right? Plus, small shops get a big win too. No need to hire a pro photographer for every product. The AI handles it. It levels the playing field.
But here's what I'm wondering. Do you think people will start shopping based on these AI-created vibes rather than the products themselves? Like, I don't even need a lamp, but wow, it looks so cute there.
That's the new danger. Accidentally building an entire house on your screen, and then your cart's full of, 17 lamps and a llama.
Just what everybody needs. But hey, it's wild to think about how much the tiniest details, like a background or a shadow, can change how we shop online.
Totally. The future storefront isn't on Main Street. It's inside your favorite browser, powered by AI, that knows you better than your own goldfish.
So true. Maybe next, we'll see AI that actually decides which products to put in our carts for us. Oh wait, is that good or terrifying?
I guess it depends if it's picking the llama or the lamp. Okay, Rachel, I gotta start here. Did you see that Amazon just settled with the FTC for $2.5 billion? Like, not million. Billion with a B. That's like a whole Scrooge McDuck vault situation.
$2.5 billion? That's a lot of Prime memberships, Max. What even happened? I mean, Amazon and the FTC always seem to be in some kind of dance, but this is next level.
Right? So here's the deal. Basically, the FTC said Amazon was steering people into Prime deceptively. You know, those, just try it, you can always cancel, pop-ups. Apparently, it wasn't actually that easy to say goodbye. Kind of like when you accidentally adopt another Tamagotchi.
Oh, now you're just making me nostalgic and stressed. My Tamagotchi's digital spirit is still somewhere on my old keychain.
RIP, little pixel pet. But yeah, so Amazon has to pay up for making it too easy to sign up for Prime. But a whole Rubik's Cube of a process to cancel.
See, I get why people are frustrated. Have you ever tried canceling one of those subscriptions? It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but every path leads to the Minotaur instead of the exit.
Exactly. And honestly, this kind of stuff really makes me think about customer trust. We were just talking about AI transforming storefronts a segment ago, right? But if you can't trust the experience, all that sparkly imagery doesn't matter.
That's such a good point. I mean, all the AI and high-res product images in the world won't save you if people feel tricked. And speaking of tricks, Walmart sure isn't sleeping on Amazon's moves. They're basically saying, you've got Prime Day? We've got super not Prime, but totally awesome deals day.
Oh, I love a good deals war. It's like Black Friday is now just a random Tuesday in October. Seriously, though, Walmart's timing is a total power move. They see Amazon in hot water and swoop in with their own promos.
It's like the retail version of, anything you can do, I can do cheaper. But honestly, who even wins here? The companies or the shoppers?
Honestly, probably both. The companies get your attention, and shoppers get that sweet dopamine hit from snagging a discount. Although, with all these promos, my just browsing cart is starting to look like a Black Friday riot.
At least you're not alone. My online shopping cart is basically an art installation at this point. But you know what caught my eye in all this mayhem? eBay making a big move too. They're buying this Nordic social marketplace. Kind of quietly, but it's big if you think about it.
Wait, a social marketplace? Like Facebook Marketplace, but cooler sounding and possibly with more IKEA ads?
Basically. But what's interesting is it's a C2C platform, so people selling straight to other people, not just professional sellers. I think it hints at what e-commerce might look like soon. Less buy from Megastore, more swap with a neighbor, but with cool emojis.
That's super cool. It's like if old school garage sales met TikTok. And you know, it kind of connects with what we talked about earlier, AI making things personal. Now, marketplaces are trying to feel more human, more social.
Exactly. But I do wonder, will people actually leave the big platforms or just use them all at once? And how does any of this change if regulators keep stepping in?
That's the billion-dollar or $2.5 billion question, right? All I know is, between FTC crackdowns, deal battles, and social shopping, the big platforms are definitely not just chilling and watching reruns.
Speaking of unexpected surprises, wait till we get into our next segment. I've been nerding out about these spam updates from Google. If you think canceling Prime is hard, try surfing the net with search spam everywhere.
Check this out. Google just rolled out their latest spam updates, and honestly, it's like they're on a mission to zap all the sketchy stuff off the internet. I mean, I swear, every time I search for easy banana bread recipes, half the results are just clickbait. Google's trying to wipe that out.
Oh my gosh, banana bread spam is a real problem. But seriously, Max, what does a spam update actually mean? Are they just going after those spammy websites? Or is it bigger than that?
Great question. So basically, Google's cranking up their filters to catch sites that cheat the system, like stuffing pages with nonsense keywords or fake links everywhere. It's like if your teacher figured out you copied your homework from Wikipedia, but on a way bigger internet-wide scale.
Busted. But does this work, though? I feel like every time Google releases these updates, the spammers just find new loopholes. It's like digital whack-a-mole.
Seriously, it's the ultimate internet cat and mouse chase. But they're also bringing in fancy AI tools. So now instead of just flagging pages that look sketchy, the AI can actually read the page and say, this is as fake as a $3 bill. Way smarter.
Okay, that is cool. But it kind of reminds me of what we just talked about with Amazon and the FTC. Big platforms trying to clean house. It's good for shoppers, but what about sellers or email marketers? Like, is Google cracking down on emails too?
Oh, totally. Google added some new postmaster tools, which basically let email senders see if they're following the rules. It's all about transparency, kind of like getting your report card. But instead of math class, it's, did your email look spammy?
Wait, so marketers get graded now? You failed Email Compliance 101. See me after class. But honestly, I like the idea. No one wants another buy crypto now email in their inbox.
Right? And speaking of making things cleaner, Pinterest just launched these top of search ads in beta. It's like prime shelf space at the grocery store, but for pins and shopping.
I was just thinking about that. It's wild because with Pinterest, you're catching people right when they're ready to get inspired or buy something. But does that mean more ads or just better ones?
It's supposed to make the ads more relevant. So instead of seeing a random ad for like a trampoline when you're looking up wedding cakes, you'll get stuff that actually matches what you're searching for. Fingers crossed, right?
Huh, that could actually be useful. Speaking of shopping, did you see Google's Ask Stores thing? They're rolling out AI chat on Google Shopping so you can ask basically anything. Like, will these shoes survive gym class? And bam, the store answers right in search.
That's a game changer. No more emailing customer service and waiting 3 days for, we'll get back to you soon. Now you can just ask and get an answer right away.
I like that they're making online shopping feel more like talking to someone in a real store. But do you think AI can handle, like, the weird questions people ask? Like, could I build a secret fort with this bunk bed?
If the AI says, definitely, but send pics, then I'm sold. But yeah, this connects so much with that whole push for trust and transparency in e-commerce we talked about with Amazon earlier. Platforms aren't just trying to keep things clean. They want the experience to actually feel helpful.
Exactly. And I guess with all these updates, spam filtering, compliance tools, smarter ads, and now chatty AI, it's more about making search and shopping actually, trustworthy and fun.
All right, that just about wraps it up for this week's episode of The Checkout Point by Blicket.co. Seriously, thanks for hanging out with us. I had way too much fun talking about order confirmation emails. I never thought something as basic as a thanks for your order could turn into a ninja-level sales move.
Yeah, that part really surprised me too. And I have to say, digging into the whole AI shopping in your chat thing had my mind spinning. I mean, the idea of accidentally ordering socks just by chatting about how cold my feet are? Dangerous territory.
Right? If that ever happens, I promise not to blame you. Unless you start sending me sock recommendations. And hey, can we talk about how wild this week 40 was for e-commerce news? Store strikes, Amazon drama, Google cracking down on spam. It's like real-life shopping meets the Matrix.
It really is. I actually loved how we saw so many examples of online and offline shopping just merging into one big adventure. It makes you wonder what our next normal will look like.
No kidding. I'm already pumped for what's coming up next week. Maybe we'll see AI that shops for you and does your math homework. In the meantime, I'll just be over here making my order confirmation emails sparkle until next Wednesday.
I'd love to hear what stood out to you, listeners. Was it the creative shipping fixes, the rise of social marketplaces, or maybe the magic behind those AI-powered product photos? You can hit us up with your thoughts, questions, hot takes, weird shopping stories. We're all ears.
And if you enjoyed hanging out with us, we'd love it if you joined us again next week for more e-commerce news and probably a few more of my terrible jokes. And hey, swing by Blicket.co if you want more cool resources.
Seriously, you guys, make this the absolute best part of our week. Whether you're listening on the bus, in your room, or hiding from chores, Thanks for spending time with us.
We'll catch you next week for more news, fun, and absolutely zero promises about fewer puns. See you later, everyone.
Take care and keep being awesome, friends. See you next time.